Hey guys, this is Reggie with A Team Appliance, and we are going to go over repairing a Admiral dryer, also known as a Maytag design. This particular setup here is a Maytag. Was Admiral, all owned by Whirlpool, and that is Sebastian. He's working on a Whirlpool dryer. If you don't remember him from my first video, he was about 3 years old and he photobombed it. So now he's 7. Say hi, Sebastian.
Hi.
He's over there doing continuity test. So this dryer, the customer said it gets hot to the touch and then turns off after like 5 minutes, right? So that tells you that the heating element's not turning off, right? So first thing you want to do is take your flathead screwdriver. There's a tab here and a tab here, and this will lift up. So you press this tab right here with the screwdriver. This will lift right up, and everything you need is right here. That's the kill box, right? So you've got that, and then you have, if you want to check your blower, there's a screw here and a screw here, and that'll take off this whole door, and you can clean out the blower where the lint trap goes right there. So also, while you got it apart, check the belt, see it's nice and tight, cool. Make sure it's not too shredded. It's got a little wear here, but that's not nothing to worry about. So first thing you want to do is, this is your heating element here, and you want to test for continuity, right? So let's get our voltmeter. Hey son, can I borrow that voltmeter?
Yep.
All right, thank you. So you do continuity tests. You put your meter on ohms. I prefer the ones that actually make a beeping noise, so you don't have to worry about looking at it while you're testing and trying to hold it. And so I've already tested this out. So the element is good. You basically put a probe here, here beeping. That means continuity. That means there's no broken coils. But you also want to double check by pressing a probe on one of the, here you go, one of the plugs here, and then also against metal. And if you don't hear anything, that's a good thing. That means, because if you hear something, that means one of these coils is broken and it's touching the frame, and that could also cause grounding out. It causes the element to stay on. So technically, the element doesn't stay on all the time, right? It maintains a particular temperature, and what maintains that temperature is this fuse here, right? So you got that one, and then you have one right underneath. You can see it, the white wires. Now when that one goes bad, the dryer won't turn on at all, and that usually triggers from overheating too. But in this case, yeah, it sometimes resets. So this depends on the kind of fuse you get on there. So this is how we test it. We test this one with fire.
With fire?
So yeah, that's right, son, with fire. So you come here.
It's gonna burn the whole.
Yeah, you wanna help me out?
Yeah.
Okay, so you grab these, and I'm gonna heat the fuse up, and then I want you to do a continuity test, okay? And I'm doing this with one hand. Right, hang on, not yet. All right, so we're gonna hit it with some fire, and when you hear it click, so I need quiet so I can listen. Hear it pop? See, that was a click. And so now it should have no continuity. Now do a continuity test. See, it should have no continuity. You hear it click again? So this fuse is bad. So what happens is this connects, right? It sends heat to the heating element. Once it gets a certain temperature, it'll click and disconnect, and you should have no continuity. Now the fact that we still have continuity after the click tells me this is not turning off the heating element. So this fuse is bad, and this is actually a part number, which is rare. Sometimes the numbers on here aren't the part numbers, and so that's the part number. If you need to replace that, I'd replace that. While you're at it, you might as well change the element, because it's pretty cheap. Elements for these are about $15–16 on Amazon. A little bit of a pain to get off, but you know, but if you're just, if you want a quick wham bam thank you ma'am, this is a quick easy fix. Just change out this fuse, and that'll fix the problem. And then we get the new one on, test it, put a fire on it. Once you hear it click or pop, continuity test, you should have no continuity, no beeping, and then it pops again. Once it cools off, it should beep and have continuity. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. This is Reggie with AE Team Appliance. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get all these little tidbits and nuggets of knowledge that I love to give. All right, and we'll see you next time. Say bye, Sebastian.
Bye.